Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Tony Hawk's Underground. This is part 13, and before we go to the Slam City competition, we are going to go back to Vancouver and finish two missions from the last chapter that I did not get completed. So, even though Slam City is within Vancouver, we have to go back through a loading screen. And it appears that Ralphie got busted for not having his passport, even though, you know, he's in Canada and he's a U.S. citizen. So we have to go find the guy with the leaf blower, borrow his cart, and blow around leaf piles to find Ralphie's passport, because he thinks he lost it somewhere in the plaza. You notice that you have to blow 6 leaf piles. Yes, the passport will always be in the 6th leaf pile. You cannot find it earlier, you cannot find it later. So they're all relatively in the same area. There is no arrow for this leaf blower mission, but there are the fists over the leaf piles. They do give you 2 minutes to find all 6 of them, but most of them are very close together, although the last one can be tricky to find because it is down within the underground. It is over there under the hawk bowl. I don't think I can get to it from up here, so I guess we will reverse down this passage into the underground, and it's all the way over there by the hawk statue. But this mission, like I said, has plenty of time and it's very easy to do, but it has to deal with those really crappy leaf blower mechanics. And so we tell Ralphie he got his passport, but we have to get up to the top of the hotel to give it to him because he is running away from the cops. So we have to go up these up the half pipe and through those windows up here and give the passport to Ralphie. There are 2 rooms like this, one on this side, one on the other side, and each will allow you to get to the top of the opposite sides of the hotel. And on for the next mission, it will be to return the guest passes.
Hey bro,
so you asked this guy for some guest passes for the Slam City competition, and he says he gave all of them to Kozar, but Kozar dropped them all over the level. So you have to go get them. They do give you a low amount of time, but it should be enough to get it. If you do run out of time though, they are close enough together to combo. So, you know, they're all in a path and pretty easy to combo. I believe on 6 difficulty, this is another one where they give you very little time and you have to combo them all. But that's why it's 6 difficulty and not normal or easy. So we got that one done, and now to go back to the Slam City Jam, which gets its own actual level and its own loading screen, even though there's only 1 chapter in it. There's 4 missions, 2 of which are competitions, a Vert contest and a street contest like the last one. You have to do 3 of them, like usual. I'm going to do the one that is not a competition yet, and that is learn how to hip transfer with Bender. So yes, even this far into the game, we still have tutorials going. So basically he tells us that you do a hip transfer like you do a spine transfer, then they give you a video tutorial that I don't really need. So all it is doing 2 hip transfers, one of which is by the DJ, and then the other one is over here by the tall tower. And then that's all that mission is. So it's a very, very easy mission, and is probably easier than the other non-competition mission. We are going to start off by doing the Vert competition. And the Vert judge says, make sure that we know we're entering a pro competition, and if we really want to compete against Tony Hawk and Bob Bear and Quest and the like, that I guess he'll let us skate. So again, it's another big competition, except since this is a pro competition, we get 2 minutes for each run, which means this will probably take most of the rest of the video. But there is an option, in case you don't want to spend so much time, that if you have 2 pretty good runs, you can end your run early. It's under the pause screen. But I'm not trying to do a speed run or anything, so I will skate all 3 rounds. There's a pretty low score cap on this. I think you only need to get like probably 100 to 120,000 points to get a relatively good score, by which I mean like a 93 or better. And it's entirely possible to do without doing exploits. Good combos like that, like a Judo and a Madonna, will get you a lot of points really fast. Like I said, you can do those exploits if you want. They'll almost guarantee you a 99 because you have a ton of time to get them done. So, I mean, like, they take a good 50,000 point combo will only take probably a good 5 seconds, as you saw there, even though it was only 40. And I do keep failing, which is making me look pretty bad. One thing I would like to talk about that I failed to talk about to this point, even though it's kind of important, is in competitions and missions, when you do more than one, you do a trick more than once, its point value will go down. So each time you do it, it becomes worth less points. So say you do a kickflip and it's worth 100 points, next time it'll be worth like 85 or 75, and then the next time it'll be 50. It applies to grinds too, so the longer you grind, the more your point value go up, but it'll start going up slower. So instead of getting a good 100 points every couple of seconds, you'll only get about 50. And that can get really annoying if you have to do long missions where you have to score a lot of points, because eventually you will run out of moves. And I noticed that I did not do a trick, flip trick at all during that entire run except for the very end. So with about 120, I think, 1,000 points, I was paying attention. You get about a 98. So, like I said, that should be right on cue. Big combos, big grab combos and reverts and stuff will get you there perfectly fine. As you can see, there is a pro move to get in Slam City. It is treated like another level. There is a pro move, and there's missions and stuff like that, and it gets its own loading screen. Like I said, that pro move is a lip trick that we'll probably have to wait to get to until the next video, because these runs are so long. It's one of my favorite pro moves in the game, but you guys just have to wait and see what it is. As for other stuff, I don't know if any of you guys have read my bulletin post, but I am unable to upload during the week because of all the ports on my school campus are blocked, and so I can only upload during the weekend. So the plan is, until summer, which is in a couple weeks here, to upload all parts for the week, one part a day, during the weekend. So the Sunday before any upcoming week, I will upload 4 videos, and then on Friday I will upload another video late for the week, and then each day on the weekend gets their own video. So until summer, that's how the plan goes. Once summer hits, it'll probably be 1 video a day. And in fact, this LP is pretty much, it's got a bit left to it, but it doesn't have a whole lot. It'll probably be done in a few parts over 20, but we'll just have to wait and see. And after that, there will be immediately another one. I don't know what it's going to be yet. It might actually be a dual LP. You guys will just have to wait and see. And I just realized I'm going to fall very low below the threshold on this run, so I will have to do the 3rd run. Even though I'll be pretty close to the time limit by the time the 3rd run is done. And even then I fail my combo, so this is going to be a really low score. Or, well, it's not that low, it's an 88, and we are still in first, beating Eric by, I think 11 points. But these competitions are relatively easy on any difficulty. It's just usually with the difficulty, the point threshold increases. Other than that, there's not really much difference at all. And I need to stop failing, otherwise I'm not going to win if Eric gets a good run. I don't know how the computer players or the skaters get their scores generated, but I don't want to take that chance of getting a low score, and we already have 86,000 points, so I should be good to go. Well, not if I keep failing like that. I'm sorry, guys. I'm skating absolutely horrible in this part, but you know, what's an LP without a little bit of failure? If you noticed, one of the most irritating parts about this vert ramp is the fact that you have the entrance ramp, and then you have a hole in the other side of the vert competition that the entrance ramp leads to. So there's just this random hole here that you tend to fall through a lot and miss tricks when trying to land there. Same thing with the down ramp. So it does make it a bit of a pain to try to do. But I guess the game did want to have a tad bit of realism in it by making the vert ramps like real. The other thing is Slam City's video, as long as I'm just gonna spend a bit of time here. It is over here. I think I'll probably get kicked out, yeah, because I'm in the vert competition. It is on top of that railing. You have to just skate around. It'll be inside of that monitor up there. You'll break the glass and it'll be just on the inside. If there's a bit of time at the end of this run, which there should be, I'll go skate up there and show it to you quick before we hit the time limit. But it looks as though we are going to win the professional vert competition, even though we are not a pro. And with that, we get a 99 for 142,000 points. So the threshold's probably about 130. So we won the vert competition as the mission foretold. And with the last like 4 seconds here, I will show you that the video would be right here. See you in the next part.